Hello, viewers. Welcome back to my channel where I am liming all my fields 'cause they need some lime. My map said so. It is Farm Sim once again. Let us get steering assist on. Nope. Just do one headland. I need a headland that won't drive me crazy. Good evening, CT Focus. I got nothing. All I got is we need to get this done. What's up, RP? RP and RP. I got my dirty deer and my breed all. And we're getting her done. So it's a hot August day, but I am in my air conditioning tractor. I think I'm probably going to have to fill up again with lime. We'll see. But I figure we might as well do both fields while I have this rented. Dirty, gross, disgusting John Deere. I thought you liked John Deere. You like John Deere, don't you? I mean, you like other stuff too, but I thought there was some deer love in you. Love the tractor, not the software. We had the weirdest thing happen tonight. This huge storm built outside in front of our camper. And it sat there for hours building. Like 2 hours. You got that deer loving. There you go. And then in a 5-minute period, these giant storm clouds that had been forming all afternoon just blew away. It was really weird. It was like, wait a minute. Like, it looked like we were going to get whacked. And it just, they just poof into the atmosphere. Now, I think they blew, like, north of us. But it just, from a visual standpoint, they just disappeared. It was bizarre. I'm going to run out. That's okay. We'll get more. Might as well do everything that while we got it. My wife made me a wonderful coffee. Hopefully keep me streaming well beyond the hour-and-a-half mark, making it all the way to 2 hours, as is my usual goal. I try to stream for 2 hours. I don't always make it. I was a little sleepy today. Today was kind of a crazy day at work. I still have 2 tickets that I didn't get done. They were big tickets, too. But it is what it is. Alright, so I'm out. So I guess we will do the thing that you don't do with this guy. And that is, I'm going to take this and go pick some stuff up at the shop. That's a possibility. Well, I will discuss that with RP. Because I would like to. Especially now that things have kind of, like, schedule-wise. I've got one more big thing on my calendar this weekend. And then my weekends are more free, though. RP also has a girlfriend now. And, of course, that changes schedules a bit. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a real life before game life, right? How you doing, Minpin? It's good to see you, my friend. I left my cultivator on. I guess I need to use it still. I didn't use it yet. So we're going to run over to the shop and get some more lime. All right, I've got this load ready. New better bonds. I should be able to get 2 at a time. No, I picked them up. I'll make sure I'm straight when I pick them up. Boop. Okay. I love the forklift. I do. Really, I do. Except for when it sticks. There we go. It's stuck a little. But we'll unstuck them back on. Whoop. Man, today was one of those days, though. I really wish I brought my airplanes back from Cleveland, but realized I left the charging cable for the said airplanes back in Cleveland, I think, or it's just lost. And so I'm like, I can't fly into the airplanes I bought back. I have to get new cables, and they're not bad. They're only a couple bucks, but it's just like, dang it! I can't believe I didn't bring those down. All that stuff I brought down, and there's no way to fly them. So when a nice day like this comes along, it's like, a little more, little more. What's up, 44 yo-yo? Yo-yo. I am a yo-yo. I had a spider yo-yo yesterday. There was a little spooty, and he was trying to. He wanted this. He kept going on my coffee cup, which was we were in the pool, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna drown. He was like a little jumping spider, and so I was trying to get him to get out of the pool so he wouldn't drown, and he kept jumping, like he kept. Spider-Manning himself to my, like webbing himself to my hand. So I would try to toss him, and he'd just swing back around to the other side of my hand and like catch onto it. And I'm like, no, I'm like, listen, dude, you're going to drown. I'm trying to save you. He was really cute. The little spooty. Air frying some chicken nuggets. Wait, are you going to put the nuggets in the stew? Yes, my darling. What do you want?
Could I borrow a battery out of one of your zappers? Because I know you have 2 zappers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a working house.
There you go, my dear.
You take it home. Too stupid to do.
No stew nuggets? All right. Back to... Yes. See? You just noticed. This forklift has plenty of power. It's a logging forklift after all. It's like a heavy-duty one. Yeah. It's got a towing hitch. So would you say the same thing about a telehandler? Would you tow with a telehandler? Yeah, I don't know if it's the safest thing in the world to tow with it. It's probably not. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life doing this. Now, I've seen telehandlers tow before, though, but I don't think I've ever seen one of these tow. If it fits, it sits. Good evening, Cameo. Oh, wrong way. Whoa. Some telehandlers are built to pull. Yeah. Where's this other field? I'm lost. I do this frequently. Uh. They have a triangular base of stability with the front. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But that's usually those are the three-wheeler ones, though. Same with the four-wheelers, though. Because there are a lot of fork, like the little forklifts only have three wheels. Yeah, that is true. That's true. This one's more of a vehicle, though, isn't? Don't you think? Like, it's not your typical forklift. It's got a suspension and everything. Just because they're beefier doesn't mean they're less triangular. And so the towing would just exacerbate that, right? Because it would make it like it would, and when you turn, it would all go to that point. Hence flipping me over. Yeah, I think I overbought. Oh well. Maybe I should lime my grass field. I don't know what to do with that. Interesting. Yeah, probably road safety for sure. Fine. I'll have to. I've been debating getting a telehandler, like a regular telehandler, and putting this at the shop. Because the telehandler, it's easier to get in and out when I'm storing stuff along the side of the barn. I didn't know you could do that. I asked earlier when you guys were watching last week and said, "Can't I get lime from the river?" And people were like, "No, that's where you sell rocks." So I was like, "Okay, well." Right. Yeah, but I like to try to do things realistically if I can. But I definitely prefer this for loading stuff. Agritel handlers. Yeah. Who OSHA's full of shizzle? Yeah, I guess so. Because now I know that there is lime at the river. There is lime at the river. There is lime. Evelyn. I've got a river of lime flowing right next to me. Boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. I've missed some spots. I can't turn the limer off. What the heck? Off. What? Okay. Jeez. I like GPS. I like this is such a simple GPS too. What about Hagenstadt? I am ambiguous today, Avalon. Thank you for asking. I don't know. I'm okay. I had a day. Work was interesting. We did have somebody got to the television in the consular's office at the high school and posted a picture of a gangsta holding two guns and a microphone. What? Don't speak about it. Why? Let's see. I thought they actually made towing accessories for forklifts that they could put on the forks to tow things. Oh, I don't know about that. Interesting. Well, it's not going to hit the news. Right. They just wanted to figure out who did it. Who done it? Okay. That was my day, so that made it a little more fun and exciting. You can get or make ball hitch adapters for forklifts. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Unless it turns into a school shooting, and then at that point, I haven't thought about how we would handle that. What's up? What's up, Tilo? You can't. I haven't said it. Nothing's happened. Twitch, thanks, Twitch. It's good to see you, Tay. You did not pull an IROC tonight. So the lime stations are just down there. Okay, all right. Well, next time I know. Grab your ankles, put your head between your knees, and kiss your butt goodbye. That sounds like our tornado plans. We are doing well. We had chicken fried rice for dinner. Eliza probably didn't eat much because she had some donuts before dinner. We went swimming this afternoon in the balmy temperatures. that are happening here. We watched a giant storm build to the west, and then it just disappeared. There's no rain, no nothing. One lightning strike. That is a good point. Though, because of the issues at our schools, we have armed security and stuff like that. Like they do. There's some protection there. Obviously, they try to not use it unless they have to, but it is there if they need it. It's just crazy. I know. These guys are pretty good, but they get hurt. You know, that's the hard part. It's like there's a rustle or a tussle or something like that, and they get hurt. So long winters, yeah. No, they aren't really. No, of course not. I mean, they're old guys, young guys, retired guys. These guys, I think, are actual peace officers, though. Like they're actually police officers. So I think they got all the training and stuff, but it's still. Well, are you now heading towards Florida, Tay? Are you still in Michigan? Needs rolling. That's never going to happen. I wonder if I roll. I wonder if I roll it with a fertilizer roller, if it'll actually count as rolling. Oh, I got some crap damage there. I'll have to try it after we. It's not. It says it's ready to harvest. I don't. I'm not. It's not ready. I'm not doing it yet. All right, so let's. How do I? There I go. I was trying to figure out how to unload it. So are you moved down there permanently now, Tay? I mean, 5 weeks. That sounds permanent. That's great news. Well, yeah. Are you back at your aunt's house, or are you off on your own now? It is hot. Like I think we're a little cooler than you are where I'm at. But like you, I gotta be honest. It doesn't bother me anymore. Like it bothers me a little bit, like if I have to work outside. But since we're mostly working inside, and I just kind of walk from one. Thank you, by the way, for whatever that was. I just kind of walk back and forth. Like It's not that bad. Like as long as we can get in the pool for a couple hours after work, like it's really bearable. And it's been in the like 90s. It's not cool. Oh, it's exciting, Taylor. Well, I'm glad you're back. I know you love it there. I personally would like it a little bit cooler, but I don't. It doesn't. Well, thank you for the follow. I like the cooler weather, especially in the fall. But I think the winters are going to be really nice. If there's something about like being able to go outside and get in the sunlight, and in Ohio you just couldn't do that. Like it was so winters are rough. So this will be the first time I've ever been through a winter somewhere other than Ohio. So Florida's got those ocean breezes. So it's possible that it's cooler. I need to return that trailer, the spreader. Let me get in here and return it. Vehicles. Was it the AB? No, that's it. This is it. And we're going to return that. Okay. Yeah, we're in the mid 90s. It was 100 degrees this weekend. Yeah. So we're definitely hotter than you. It's cool. The nice thing though at least is it's cooling off at night. So at nighttime it's still going down into like the 70s where in the summer it was staying at like 80, 85 at night, which meant that it was just hot in the camper all the time. But it's starting to cool. So at least we get cool evenings. I went the wrong way here with this. That's really nice, yeah. I got a license. You go, you got a license for that. 60 overnight, yeah. It's gonna be in the 70s tonight, but it's gonna be a cool night. But they said here, like the people that I've talked to, traditionally it's in the 90s this time of year. And so this is not abnormal for it. This is like the last gasp. They said usually by the end of September or early October, that's when it starts to cool down. So, but already it feels cooler. The summer was effing hot, but like I said, with the pool, it wasn't that bad, honestly. Simone loves it. I like it. I don't love it when it's real hot and I have to be outside. I'm like, ugh. But once again, then I just keep in my head like, oh, when I get home, that means I can go swimming. So I get excited about going swimming, and then I get home and I'm happy because I'm swimming. This is sticking. What did you accomplish, Louis? Yeah, that we can't do because, well, the mosquitoes I think are thinning out now, though. A couple more weeks and then we won't have to deal with the mosquitoes at all because it's going to cool down. But they're already, like, have you noticed the last couple streams? I'm not like, these dang mosquitoes. Like, there's none. They're gone. They disappeared like over a 2-day period. They've decided to hibernate. Thank God. Oh, I remember seeing pictures of it. Yep. That's awesome. Are you out after sunset? If you're not, then you won't see them. They seem to appear right at sunset. The only downside of Florida is the mosquitoes or the bugs. There's more than just mosquitoes that bite. There's a lot of biting bugs in Florida. But okay. Ubering out. All right, I think we got all that done, but we still have more to do. This is a busy day. When you finish the harvest, this is when it's busy. So I got to get out and, yeah, the no-see-ums are horrible. Ugh. That's really only on the beach, though, I think. That's really nice, Louis. Oh, she's got a bunch of lizards. Yeah, well, that will do it. Yeah, predators. Keep the bugs away. I realized I've got the wrong tires on. I've got my narrow tires. I'm going to change them. Do I have bigger tires for this? Waiting for the harvest. How do you deal with rude neighbors? I don't know. Run your ATV at all hours of the night until they get so angry that they try to do a crime against you and then sue them out of their house and home. Get them to hit you. Those are all really bad ideas. Don't do any of that. Did I? Okay, standard. That's probably what I did. Three to 4 days out on corn harvest. Cameo's lucky enough to live in a spot where he can say what our neighbors. A Canon AE1. What is that? AE1. I don't know that I'm familiar with that. Is that an old film version? Unfortunately, yes. We need to get a house. Terribly. But we just can't really afford it. So. I mean, houses aren't crazy expensive here, but they're. Yeah, that's true. Like, I've got cable for my. Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I know. I do have. We have actual cable run to the camper from the telephone pole, so they were willing to do that. I was like, man, I don't know. The guy came out, looked at the property. He's like, no, I can do it. And I'm like, oh, yes. So we have actual cable. And electricity, water. We don't have hot water in the camper yet, but we have the bathhouse next door where we go to bathe in hot water. Why isn't this lighting up? Oh, I need steering assist, that's why. I can never get this thing to shift without the mouse. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Pretty much, yeah. Yep. In Ohio, they don't even do that, but here, what happens in our area is that there's a steel mill, several steel mills, and guys come from all over the country to work at those steel mills, sometimes for years. Some of the jobs are week long, some of the jobs are weeks long, some of the jobs are years long. And so people just come here, they rent a camping spot, they put down a trailer. Some of them stay, like there's a guy that comes up from Memphis that's one of our neighbors, and he's from Memphis, but Memphis is like an hour and a half away, so he'll just he'll go home on the weekends and see his family, and then he just lives here during the week in his camper. So yeah, a lot of people do it, and it's pretty affordable. But there's a lot of people here in the current state that we live in, surprisingly, that just live in campers just because. One of the girls I work with, she's obviously a technology guru, and she's single, and she just lives in a camper. It's way cheaper, but there's definitely downsides too. We have a very old camper, and so it's not great at extreme weathers. Some of the new campers have a lot better, like full-size refrigerators, full-size ovens. A lot of them have laundry facilities inside the camper. Still, it's a little small, but it's just they're better. Then they have like heating and stuff and all kinds of insulation. heating pads for the pipes, so that you don't end up like freezing your system. So there are way better campers out there nowadays than this one that was made 20 years ago that was really meant for, guess what? Camping, not living in full time. But as more and more people can't afford to live in houses anymore, there's a lot more people buying campers to live in full time. So these camper companies are changing the way that they make them, and they're really trying to make them for a little bit more permanence. Though they're still crappy. A lot of these companies, they're still junk. So the nice thing is though, you can get a camper, like a pretty nice camper for under, like a really nice camper for under 50 grand. You can get a pretty nice camper for under 30 grand. So there's some, like if you got a fifth wheel or whatever, or you don't get someone to tow it for you, you can get a camper that has like a bedroom, an office, a back bedroom, and then like a whole like kitchen living area that slides out, and and that you get a used one for. I mean, a lot of them are under 30,000. So new, they're like 150,000. Never buy one new. Never, never, ever, ever, ever buy an RV new. There are hundreds of thousands of used RVs out there, and when you drive that thing off the lot, it loses like 2/3 of its value. Never buy a new one. Always buy one that's slightly used, because once they go off the lot, they literally drop price in half. So you can get a 2-year-old one that's literally half the price it was when it was new. So even if you're Richie Rich, you'd be stoop to buy a brand new one. Unless it's like a real special one. But like our neighbors, they paid so much money for their I don't even want to say how much they paid. It was more than that. They had it custom made for themselves, and it's really cool. It's got like a living room with 2 slide outs, so that you walk up, and there's a 3 couch area surrounding a television. But it's just ridiculous. Not worth it. Full size shower, laundry room. But the guy, thankfully, he's an electrician. He had to rewire the whole thing because it was wired wrong. Where are you working, Tay? Yeah, right, right. What's the question, Bulldog? Hey, good to see you. Did I say hi, Tyler? I think I did. Oh, yeah. The other thing, if you're interested in saving money in life, never buy a new car. Buy one that's got a couple thousand. Though that's changing too, because used car values have gone way up. So it's not as true as it used to be, but you lose about 25% of your of what you paid for your car the minute you drive off that lot. So you just paid 200. You just paid $30,000 for that car. Well, guess what? Now it's worth 20. The minute you drive off the lot, it's a loss. So yeah, if you can get a lightly used car, you're much better off. Let somebody else pay that first, big ding. There's only certain cars that I'd recommend you buy new. If you're going to get a sports car that's like with a stick shift, I would then at that point buy something new, because those cars get the heck beat out of them. But if you're buying just a regular family car, SUV, something like that, don't buy it new. Yeah, how much? What was it? Yeah, right. They're way overpriced, but they're still good. So, right, cars that are modded, like yeah, obviously Civics, anything a stick shift. A bar ran into it. Was he drinking? Oh, the Ford pickups are, yeah. Yeah, if you have a Windows 7, you're probably not gonna be able to play a lot of newer games. Thank you for the whatever that was. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Oh, he ran a bear. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, Tay, thank you. I can't see it anymore right now because of the I'm only on one monitor, and Ghost Chat doesn't throw up any alerts, so I have to guess. Yeah. So anyway, thanks, Cameo. So yeah, buying new cars is never a good idea. What did you get? You got a new car, Tay? What'd you end up getting? I think I saw it, but I don't remember what it was. Did you get your Mustang? I know my Mark's friend Russell is looking at buying a Mustang, but he's also really well to do. Like he's very careful with his money. But it's oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. I think I saw it. It's blue, isn't it? He it's like $68,000. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, maybe I didn't see it then. I thought I saw a blue one. I'm not harvesting anything right now. I am cultivating the field. I did harvest oats off of this field. This was an Odie McOatface field. I'll have to check it out. I will check it out. Hang on. It's getting hot in here. I needed to get the fan turned up. The computer's starting to generate some heat. I'd love to get rid of my truck and get a car, but I kind of need the truck to tow the trailer when we're moving around. Plus, with the baby on the way, we probably need a truck, honestly. Yeah, and at least I own the truck. There's no interest. And I don't honestly. The gas prices aren't, except for when I have to go somewhere. It's not really hurting me because I live. Yeah, yes, yes, Tyler. The I live 5 minutes from work, so I only have to fill the truck up once every 2 weeks. So it's not. I complain about it, but it's not that bad. Uh, when I go on the road, though, it sucks because it's like maximum. What the frick? Just go. Is like the best my truck gets is like 17 miles to the. Well, I get 17 miles to the gallon going to Ohio and 19 coming back. It costs me just under $300 to make a round trip. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, right, exactly. Oh, it's just insane. They're going to have to lower their. What's happening? I don't know if you guys saw. Ford actually shut down production. I don't want Cameo teaching me nothing about the birds and the bees. Ew. You could teach me. Oh wait, you did. Anyway, yeah, like minimum. I think a Ford F-150 base is like $60,000. It's a joke. Nobody can afford that. Yeah, my truck has AC cooled seats too. I do like that. But I never get to honestly use them well because by the time I get the car started and cooled, I'm already at my location. But my AC definitely needs a recharge. And I'll do that once we start getting ahead a little bit. We can't even, we're just kind of like treading water. I'm hoping I get a raise next year and then we'll hopefully be able to start getting ahead a little bit. But At some point, I need to get the AC recharged because it's not doing a great job. Yep, yeah. Well, and you get decent. What is your miles per gallon on that? Like 27, 26, 27 around there for a Ford Edge? Yeah. Yeah, I love and I will say this too about the truck. It's not fun to drive, but it is really comfortable. Like I'm like I this is not bad. Like every time I'm like, oh, I wish I had a car. I'm like, honestly, they're only where I everywhere around here there's 60 but there's 60,000. Like they if you can find a base model one on the lot, the lowest one that I saw on our local lot because I was just walking around looking is 55, I think, or just under 60. And that was like two-wheel drive, no extended cab, like just that was the only base model one they had though. But the minimum on the lot was like 65, except for that one. So they might say 40K, but good luck finding one at that price. I don't. Though now with the incentives that they're starting to offer, maybe that's the case. But they're going to have to start. Yeah, right, exactly. Yep, yeah. You used to be able to get a pretty decent pickup truck for 20, 25. Yeah, you can't even look at one now. I will say there's still good deals in the big SUV market. I paid more than I wanted to for mine, but I got. We'll see how long it lasts. Um, I got mine for 6,000. It's survived. If I can get 2 years out of it, that's 3,000 a year. I'd be happy with that. I probably will get more than it because I don't put very many miles on it. So yes, I did. I missed my car terribly. But like I said, for here, I don't really drive much anymore. So all I do is drive to the different schools that I work at, all of which are like between 5 and 7 minutes away. We can't really afford to go out and go do stuff. And so we don't really drive any more than that. I basically go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, and then once in a while take a trip to see my kids or whatever, and then go to work, come back home. I know. I don't. And here's the scary thing: the I don't see it happening. I mean, my whole life, whenever prices went up, they stayed up. The hope is that you'll get your income up. Um, you know what I mean? That your the hope is that our you know fairly rapidly our incomes will go up to match the costs. But I hopefully they'll be able to keep inflation where it's at, like or lower, and stop it from going up. Uh, but without being politic, COVID killed us. We knew it was going to happen. We knew that we were going to have massive inflation after COVID, and that did hurt the country, all countries, a lot. So, and yes, this is Farm Sim 25 with its lovely field textures. There are some glitches with the cultivation textures, by the way. Watch what happens when I cultivate. because I limed, look at these weird textures. Now, this doesn't happen with every cultivator. It's only certain cultivators that do that. But you see those graphical errors? That annoys the crap out of me. I wish they would fix that. Yes. No, I agree, honey. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, I've watched interest my whole life, and it's prices never come back down. They just slow down in how much they go up. So, right, I wish they would fix it, and they just don't. It does. Farming Simulator 615 and 17 both are still good looking. Why is that? Because of the glitches? Yeah. Like I said, I don't see this with every cultivator, but I do see it with some of them. And this one's this is a mod cultivator, I believe. Or wait, no, this is an in-game one, isn't it? I don't know. I don't remember. This one might be in-game. Babe, can I have a bottle of water? I am really thirsty. Which one is that? The Maverick? The Chevy Maverick? Base game? Okay, yeah. Oh, come on. Shoo! That's not too bad. But that's out of range. I would never be able to afford a $30,000 car. You know, and I don't want to. I don't want a $900 a month car payment. Thank you, honey. All this water, I'm gonna have to pee. Taking a little sip. Hey, cutie pie.
Hey. Be good.
I'm being good. Combines still don't have a working fill plane. Combines. Oh, right. Yeah. I do like when you plow, though. I will say the plow lines are pretty cool. There's some neat effects that they did with that. Oh, I forgot. I need to do the outside last. Oh well, we're gonna have tire tracks on our neatly cultivated field. Always do the outside last. Right. That's right. I forgot about that. Right, Cameo? I think Avalon's not buying it. Doing like the contracts, yeah. I don't know that contracts pay as well on this version. I think since 19 they've dumbed the contracts down a little bit, but they're still okay. And you do more realistic work, so like you'll actually bail and stuff for them, which is cool. I don't have a dream truck unless, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to tell you this. Should I tell you? I would love a Ford Bronco wide body with manual transmission and like the full 4-wheel drive setup with the big freaking off-road wheels. I'd probably never use it, but I'd only get something like that if I lived out west. Because I'm Arthur. I don't have a dream truck. I don't like trucks. But I like SUVs. But if I could have Like that, a full-size Bronco would be pretty cool. With a, because then I get the stick shift. That still gives me the fun of driving, like, you know, and an off-road, you know. It's kind of a combination of all the fun stuff. The Tremor V8. Oh, the Raptor? Yeah, those are cool. They are cool. I'd rather have a fast car than a Raptor, though. Like a Corvette or something. Honestly, like, I'd like something with a stick shift. Elantra N would do me pretty good. Or a Civic Type R. But probably the Elantra N. Because that's got 300 horsepower, which is fun. Hey, a Focus. If they still made a stick shift Focus with the 300 horsepower engine, 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, yeah. I'd love one of those. Well, I think what happened with City Skylines 2 is that there were so many DLCs for City Skylines 1 that playing Skylines 2 ended up being kind of a downgrade because it didn't have as much content. And then they just kind of bailed on it, I think. I'm not sure what happened with that, but Skylines 1 is still more popular. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. If you're into Baja stuff, I would never take a truck off-road like that kind of fast. Because that's how you end up having to replace like half the front end of the truck. But they're pretty cool. They are cool. It's fast and it's trucky. But I like that Bronco. I really do. They had one at the dealership back in the first town that we lived in when we first moved, and it was red, white, and blue. Like the bottom was red, the middle was white, and the top was blue. And I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. The only one I've played recently, Tyler, was Manor Lords, and I really like that game. Actually, I didn't go very far with it, but I should try it again because they've made a lot of updates. And then the one that's similar to it that I play is Farm Manager. That's also kind of a Sim City type game. But I don't like the like the games where you have to like set taxes and stuff like that. I'm never good at it, and then I always end up bankrupting the city. I really suck at those games. Some of those two-door Acuras, those are pretty cool. I've seen a couple Acuras that I like. Up there, Tate? No, I don't. Or Magnum? You're talking about over here in the corner? I don't know what that... I guess that is a miss. Huh. Oh, yeah, it got it. Okay, well. Well, the reason for me, like if I was to go an old car, yeah, but then you're not really, I don't know, then you're missing the game part of it. Because the trick is to be successful. Anyway, if I were to go to old cars, I love acceleration, but more than that, I love handling. And so I always end up looking at like I would like a 70s or early 80s Porsche. Like a 911, like the 73 Carrera S. Oh, what a cool car. I would love one of those. I'm too big though. But I don't really like I love looking at muscle cars. I love photographing muscle cars, but they're terrible at driving. Most of them are really bad handling. They're real good at going fast in a straight line, but they're not like necessarily fun to drive. They're more like hold on for dear life. Like my brother-in-law has had a couple like pretty beefy muscle cars that he would let us drive occasionally, and it was always a scary experience. Um, and they were fast as all get out, but it just to me it was never. I want to go on a country road or somewhere in the mountains and be curving around like curvy roads, like speeding through there, like I don't know. I'm the mountain road type of guy, you know that. And so to me that like the whole experience of being on the road, the roof down, flying through the trees, like I just that's driving to me. I going straight in a line real fast. It's fun for a couple seconds, and then you get pulled over. But but get out in Nevada somewhere in the vastness and just go crazy in a fast moving car. That's fun. Ooh, Diablo SV would be cool. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying stick shift is such a huge. Like, I would rather have a crappy car with a stick shift than a super high tech muscle car that had no. That was a slappy shift or stick paddle, because the part of the fun is controlling the vehicle. I mean that's the big deal is like you're connected with the machine, and there's a different feeling. It's not just like inputs. You're actually controlling the machine. Yeah, right. And a car that's got some. Now the Beetle doesn't have any oomph. Let's face it. But a car that's got a little bit of oomph, like a Porsche, which is basically a fancy Beetle. Let's call it what it is. It really is just a snazzy a Beetle with a little bit of horsepower. It becomes a lot of fun when you're on a curvy mountain road, and that's the kind of driving that I like. So my dream cars all kind of focus around that. Not the older ones, well, not the real old ones, but yeah, I mean, since the '70s, really, Porsches have been focused on handling, speed too, but handling. So not here. Always. Well, I mean, that's why everyone here drives Dodge Chargers, because it's just all straight line acceleration through cornfields. I mean, it's there's not a single curvy road. No, there's some curvy roads, but they're not very many right around here. They're mostly just straight roads, which is why I just drive the truck and shut up. Anyway, hang on. So we've gotten our fields turned, and he looks kind of like me a little bit, but and we're ready for our. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna plant next month. We'll probably do wheat, because what happened this year, I planted oats and forgot that the chickens don't they don't eat oats. So I'm gonna plant barley this year, and we gotta do that next month. Also, next month we have to mow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. If you guys really enjoy the content you're watching on YouTube, please buy me a coffee. That keeps the channel going, keeps us as best we can, keeps the hardware running. And anyway, we're glad to be here and have fun with you guys. And I will see you guys in the next exciting episode of Farfsim 25. Bye!